Hello, fellow mutants. Welcome back to another video. And I feel like lately I've been making some videos where I've been talking about articles or stories where one person calls out another person. In this video, it's not gonna be any different because Gina Carano calls out Rachel Zegler's hypocrisy of this she engaged in the in some hate campaigns against her. So that's, I guess, her as in maybe Gina Carano. I'm kind of confused on what they mean by that title, but let's see what they mean. The Mandalorian star Gina Carano recently called out Rachel's Zegler's hypocrisy for calling on the world to be kinder after the Snow White actress has previously led a hate campaign against her. I guess her against her is will be in this case Gina Carano. Anyways, let's see. Zegler has found herself under the gun of her comments about the upcoming Snow White film, specifically describing the prince as a stalker and knowing how the upcoming live action adaptation is not about a love story. I feel like I'm not trying to say stalker has always meaning, because it still has some meaning, but the way people kind of use that term, kind of like how people whenever somebody criticize something with a black lady and all of a sudden calls that person a racist, or calling all these persons names, kind of those specific words kind of lost their potency, per se. And I feel like stalker is definitely one of them. Because, I've recently watched the, Snow White, the anime series, a few months ago. I've been doing this, review on my Kingdom Hearts channel, where I've been going on reviewing Disney movies, that happens to have either their movie settings or a character guest star in the Kingdom Hearts series, right? And Snow White was the first Disney film that I've reviewed, because Snow White's the first Disney princess. Not once have I got that feeling that the prince was a stalker. Not once. I don't think the prince was ever a stalker. I think Miss Zegler, Rachel Zegler, there we go. It's a little crap. She needs to go to the bathroom because, first they go to the bathroom, flush out all that crap that's in her system, then watch the movie again, because the prince honestly wasn't a stalker. What's next is he going to say Shrek was a stalker to Fiona because he was, asked by Lord Farquaad to go rescue her from the Dragon's Keep and deliver her to him? When Shrek was just doing a freaking job that initially he was in a way hired for. But like I said, there's some terms that still has their meaning, but it has lost their potency, because there are some people who kind of misuse the term. And it's always Rachel Zegler's it's one of those people that's gonna make the term stalker potency weaken a little bit, if that makes sense. Anyway, in an apparent reaction of tens of thousands of people criticizing her, Zegler wrote on Twitter, "I hope the world becomes kinder." And to be fair, that line, sure, I agree with it. It would be cool. Ideally, it would be nice for the world to be kinder. People start to treat each other more with kindness and respect, besides being a dick to one another. Sure, so that line alone isn't bad. But Gina Carano has called her out, right? And so Gina Carano to this comment reacted to this comment with a gif from Schitt's Creek of one of the actresses tapping her screen and the word boop boop pooping up. It's a reference to Carano's putting beep bop boop in her Twitter biography, as he was being harassed by a so-called transgenders activist to put up pronouns in her Twitter bio. Furthermore, oh snap! Okay, Trump 3PO is actually referencing this. Like, Drunk 3PO is he's an amazing person. He's one of my favorite content creators. He has a heart of gold. He has one of the biggest hearts that I've seen on the interwebs. So on top of putting a link to this article in the chat, so if you guys want to read this, you guys can. I will also be putting a link to Drunk 3PO's YouTube channel and Twitter. So if you wonderful people want to subscribe and follow him, support Drunk 3PO, you guys can. Which I definitely suggest because, like, again, he is an amazing dude. Anyways. Furthermore, YouTuber Drunk 3PO was, with the assistance of Twitter user Data Racer, recall that Carano's reactions more likely a response to Zegler engaging in a hate campaign against her. And they even have a video from Drunk 3PO, which you guys can watch later if you guys want to. Like, as Drunk 3PO notes, at the height of the so-called transgender activists attacking Carano, Zegler tweeted out, "Do not make fun of pronouns." She added, "They're not a joke. Pronouns are validating. Pronouns are cool. Put your pronouns in your bio. I wear my pronouns on a button sometimes. It's a good thing. Bye." Making it clear she was referring to Carano, she concluded the thread, "It's fun to remind you all to love Pedro Pascal." And then, she also shared a photo of a button with the words "she" and "her" on it. Zegler comments came the same day that Carano explained that the woke world was mad at her because, quote unquote, "I won't put pronouns in my bio to show my support for trans lives. After months of harassing me in every way, I decided to put 3 very controversial words in my bio. Beep, bop, boop." And to be fair, I think, like, it's fair to do that, especially if you're, like, getting harassed by by people, to put it in your bio, especially if that's coming from the LGBTQ, whatever, how many letters there are, community. Because, like, it's one thing to, like, say, "Hey, I think it would be a good idea if you put some pronouns in your bio, just a thought." But it's another thing to, like, harass and bully someone to do that. And you can't expect someone to comply with you if you're going to bully and harass them. Otherwise, yeah, you're going to get like what Gina Carano did. Beep, bop, boop. Something like that. Can I blame Gina Carano? No. Do I support the LGBTQ community? Yes. But I do not support the people who is in that community, supposedly, who goes around trying to bully other people from feeling the world their way. I don't support that. I will never support that. If you're one of those people that will try to, like, bully, I don't even care if you're not in the LGBTQ community. If you're one of those people that tries to, like, bully people into, like, feeling things your way, then just go. Just go. Like, try and bully someone into submission? Nah, just go. Bye. Bye. I don't stand with that. Bye, Felicia. You can go in hell. You can rot in hell. I don't want anything part of that. So, I'm with Team Carano on this one. Carano concluded. Okay, so there's this one tweet that will say, because they showing screenshots saying, that's called Joe Pace Pelagrio. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce the last name, but anyways, they said added Gina Carano saying, not being coy, what is hashtag woke world mad at you about? I'm looking at your tweet. Are they mad you called two women in the UFC fight ladies? Fill a brother in. So Gina Carano says, I'll read the full quote because I'll only say part of it. They're mad because I won't put pronouns in my bio to show that my support for trans lives. After months of harassing me in every way, I decided to put 3 very controversial words to my bio. Beep bop boop. I'm not against trans lives at all. They need to find less abusive representation. And that's a very fair statement to say. That's a very fair request to put in. I'm with that. I agree with that messaging. Hands down to Gina Carano, I'll bow down to you. Because that is a very, very reasonable thing to say. In my humble opinion. Well, let's continue. Drunk 3PO notes that Zegler reacted to Carano's tweet calling out her hypocrisy by blocking her. He states, and what does Rachel do? I could be kinder. I can say, Gina, I'm sorry I attacked you. I'm sorry I had all these people say these terrible things about you. I'm sorry. No. She just blocks her. She blocks Gina Carano on X on Twitter because she's a hypocrite and she doesn't know how to be kinder. She wants people to conform to her. She wants people to be kinder around her and let her say and do whatever she wants without any repercussions. But people like this, they never learn. It's always about them, he added. And I have to say, that I agree with. There are some people that's just like, who says, it'd be cool to have the world be kinder, but they only mean like to them. As said person, in this case, Rachel Zegler, saying, oh, let me practically bully and harass other people. Like, no. Nah. That's also why, I've been I call people out when I see they are in the wrong. Cause you want respect for me? I'll give you my respect, but respect goes both ways. Respect me and I'll respect you. I'm not gonna kiss anyone's ass. And people like Rachel Zegler, it seems like she wants people to kiss her ass. And so yeah, I agree with Drunk 3PO in terms of just in a broad sense, how there are some people that just wants people to conform to them. They want those type of people wants people to be kinder around them and let them say and do whatever they want without repercussions, without holding them accountable, right? And I'm sorry, those people are narcissists, and unless they're willing to look at themselves and do a course correct, they will never learn. They'll always be stuck in the hell they're in, and they'll never. You want my respect? Fine. But you'll never get my respect if you're one of those people that are going to act like Rachel Zegler about how you're wanting the world to be kinder, but reality, you saying you want the world to be kinder was just bare statement saying itself. But using that statement to cover up, hey, be nice to me, let me get away with anything, as I do my narcissistic shit. No. If you're going to be a dick, I'll call you out. People say, I'm a kind, for me personally, I'm a kind person. I try to be a kind person, unless you do something to like disrespect me, then I'll call your ass out, and you will most likely not like that side of me. So yeah, I agree with like that statement Drug 3PO said. What do you make of Zegler blocking Carano after calling for the world to be kinder? What do you make of Carano calling out Zegler's hypocrisy? I think Gina Carano, is in the right to call Zegler out. Nobody's immune to being calling out, and I think Gina Carano definitely has a case with Rachel Zegler. And I think that like wanting the world to be kinder sure is a good thing, like a fair thing. But if you're going to like use that as a wall to like try to get people to excuse your actions when what you're clearly doing is wrong, and you're being a narcissist and you should be called out, then yeah, nah. Like, bitch, bye. Get out of my face with that. Bye. But anyways, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. I will talk to you fellow mutants later.